Greetings, folks. Today is Wednesday, May the 1st, 2019. Welcome to this edition of Voice of Anarchy. I'm Tom Lina Weaver. All right. In this segment, I want to talk about what the appeal of anarchy is. For those of you people who have your head in the sand and only see what you're supposed to see, this is for you. I'm not one of those people. I got my eyes wide open. I see beyond what I'm supposed to see, and I see the truth. And every time I look at government, and every time I get entangled with government, the appeal of anarchy gets stronger. The appeal of anarchy is I can run my own life. And let me tell you something. In my own life, if I had a problem with the landlord, we can deal with it ourselves. But this guy doesn't want to deal with it, all right? But we don't need a government to arbitrate. If they don't respect me, that's not gonna do anything. And, the people of a community should decide matters, not governments. And when the people of the community hear the truth from a tenant, they won't agree with the landlord. I mean, the people in this community can come and look around and see what's going on here. How can they not side with the tenants? Not just me. There are other tenants here who are being affected. All right. So now I've been to court. That's what I call entanglements with government. All right. Listen, folks. Every time I see what government does, every time I hear a story about how government is railroading people, every time I hear stories about, border security people really going after the American people, like in a vengeance, we see all kinds of stories about what our government is doing to people, and we wonder, how can this happen? How can this happen? We allow it to happen. And when we see these things, do you not see the appeal of anarchy? Can you imagine what it's like to get rid of the federal government? Hey, no border control agents. No FBI, no CIA, no IRS, no Federal Reserve, none of it. It's gone. It's history. And we can have freedom. And if you have a state government that's in your way of freedom, guess what? You can get rid of them too. Anyway, that's what we should do. That's what we need to do. We need to get state constitution. We need to get a constitution convention so we can end the part of the Constitution that allows for this government. The only thing that should survive the Constitution of the United States are the Bill of Rights. All right? Now, if we still have state governments, the First Amendment should read, no state legislature shall make law, and go on from there. All right? We want total freedom. And the only way we can get total freedom is we get rid of government. It's the only way. The way this government is treating people, it should be a crime. Probably is a crime if the rest of government would agree to it. I mean, here you got government agencies that have to agree that somebody else is committing a crime. That's within the government. That's not going to happen. Ever hear of the blue wall of silence in police departments? Well, you get the same thing in government. One government agent is not going to whistleblow. What happens? What happens when somebody is a whistleblower? Remember, what was his name? Ed? Can't think of his last name. When you blow the whistle on government, what happens? Look what's happening to Julian Assange. Okay, Ed Snowden. That's the word. That's the name I was looking for. Look what's happened to him. He can't even come home. Get rid of the government so Ed Snowden can come home. So political prisoners like Julian Assange can be set free. Come on, people. Get your head out of the sand and see what's really there. All right. Every time I hear a new story about our government, I want to get rid of the damn thing. I'm getting closer and closer to that. I'm there, really. I want to get rid of government. We got to get rid of government if we're ever going to regain our freedom. Anyway. Listen. Our founding fathers would have started shooting by now. Really? Seriously? They would have started shooting a long time ago. All right. Maybe we, the people, should do another Declaration of Independence. Okay? This time, independence of our own evil government. This is why our founding fathers had a Declaration of Independence, because King George was acting kind of evil. So we have a government today that's acting evil, and we need to declare our independence from it. All right. Like I said, every time I hear what government is doing to the American people, the appeal of anarchy just gets stronger. It really does. Hey, thanks for your time. Thanks for listening. Bring on anarchy now.